Dr. P.K. Hajra.
Start from sir.
Hi friends, I am Dr. P.K. Hajra from AMRA Hospital, Dhakuria, Kolkata. Today I will be demonstrating a case of renal denervations with Medtronic spiral simplicity catheter for the first time in India and Southeast Asia. So this patient, Mr. Das, is 55 years, diabetic, hypertensive, and he is on 4 drugs. And his blood pressure is uncontrolled, 160/80, and he is diabetic on empagliflozin and other therapy. He had 2 stents in the past for ACS. Now he has some angina, and we are doing this procedure after taking permission from the Government of India and his consent. So this is the case on sympathetic ground, humanitarian ground, and it is happening in AMRA Hospital, Dhakuria. So first we take a normal angiogram and we do a pigtail injections to have the filling of the anomalous and normal renal artery origins. So in this case, patient has got 2 arteries on the right side. So this is anomalous, abnormal origin. This is normal, and you see this is renal parenchymal shadow, and this renal denervation is restricted to the area of this portion only, because once you enter into the renal parenchyma, we do not know whether the renal parenchyma will be injured. On the left side, you can nicely see that this is the shadow of the kidney, this is the renal shadow, and this is the inner border of the left kidney. On the left side, you have 1 artery, and we started with 6 French renal DC catheter, RDC, and usually the Ironman or gland SRAM like extra stiff wire is preferred, because it may be difficult to pass this catheter in the coronary artery. It should not produce any complications, should not produce any dissection of the renal arteries, and we give heparin, 100 mg of fentanyl, 2 mg of midazolam for pain relief. We give anesthesia in the right femoral artery, 6 French sheath, and in 6 French sheath, this spiral catheter can go in. Now we started with the left renal artery. In the left renal artery, and this one, which is coming at 7 o'clock, is actually originating at 90 degree. So this was initially difficult. So what we did, we took 1 cyan blue wire initially, and we told the patient to take deep breath. So once they take deep breath, this angulation is lessened, and we could pass 1 Ironman wire. And on the Ironman, this is the simplicity catheter, which is 6 French compatible, and it becomes a straight line when it moves over the wire. But once you remove the wire, it becomes a spiral, and if you know the orientation of the arteries becomes much easier. So in this view, you can see that renal parenchymal shadow, this is the distal marker, and it has got 4 electrodes, 1, 2, 3, 4. So once this electrode touches the endothelium, you get certain impedance, and there is a machine monitor. In the second part of the video, I will be demonstrating the machine and the catheter. But this is very important to have this informations from the machine, that the machine should have good impedance and catheter tip should be stabilized. Once you have those things, then you remove the coronary wire and you get another set of impedance, and this impedance should be a stabilized one, should be around 300, 250 plus impedance. And when you apply this energy, radio frequency energy, around 10% of drop of impedance is desirable one. This energy is given for 60 seconds, and if there is any abnormal movement of the catheter, or if the catheter comes into the guiding catheter, machine stops delivering energy. Or if the temperature is rising too high, that means there is local spasm and too much of energy is delivered and is not dissipated by the cooling action of the blood. So cooling action of the blood is very important, so you have to have good flow of the blood in the renal arteries. So that's why in a small renal arteries, in an atrophied kidney, in CKD, you have a problem because most of the time these renal arteries are atrophied. Now you should not apply this thing when somebody has got a stent, because through the stent this energy cannot be applied on the sympathetic nerves which is lying outside the arteries. Now this cooling is very important, and once you have those, you're satisfied, then we ask the machine to give therapy of all four, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you select 1, 2, 3, 4 in the machine, and you must remember that this is the carina, and once you go into the other segment of the branch, this area should not be repeated. So once you completed 60 seconds of therapy, and once you are happy with the position, then only start. If you really want to move the catheter forward, then you push your coronary wire back into the catheter system. Once you push the catheter, then become straightened. On the coronary wire, if you move, there is no chance of dissection. If you push on the catheter, this one moves, and once you remove the wire, it comes back little bit. So if you have started here, once you remove the catheter, it automatically falls back here. So this everything is at 5 millimeter distance. 1 and 2 is separated by 5 millimeter, 2 and 3 5 millimeter, 3 and 4 is separated by 5 millimeter gaps. So in essence, we have 5, 5 and 5, that is 15 millimeter of ablation zone, and this is applicable from 3 millimeter to 8 millimeter of the artery. And once you have those, a patient will get some pain, but if you give good sedations, then it is not a problem. Now if you want to come back to the proximal artery, then again you push back the coronary wire. So during ablation, these wires should not be there, but movement of the catheter should be done only on coronary wire. So in this one, since we have given this zone, we have selected this 2, 3 and 4. Small injection is always preferable, and once you remove this wire, this is the distal tip, no electrode, 1, 2, 3, 4, you can select, and 1, 2, 3, 4 should not be repeated. So in this case, after doing this, then you move to the segment, maybe you can see little bit of renal artery which is not been ablated, but you cannot go inside the depth of the parenchyma, so only one was activated here. So only one activate, and you deactivate 2, 3, 4. So once you do that, then you apply the wire again, and if you want to come back to the ostium, you can apply this energy only at 4. So that means only ostium is selected. So only 4 is selected now. So this 4 gives energy at the ostium. The left side is complete now. Now we'll move on to the right side, and you must check there is no dissection, no spasm, no perforations of the parenchyma. So final angiogram looks good, and then we move to the right. The right upper pole, again same movement, and we must check on the angiogram. So it has got 2 branches. Now we call it I. This is I. This is Y. So if you take I and these 2 limbs, this is called Y. Then we go for V. So IV. So this, I, V and Y. So we start distally, then we pull back. So in this case, it was 1, 2, 3 and 4 deactivated. In the next movement, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4 you can go. You can take 1, 2, 3. You can come later on, you can activate 4. So in this case, it was 1, 2, 3. And so we have done that. Then we have moved into the upper branch, and in upper branch again, so in this upper branch, so this is the renal parenchyma, so this is renal parenchyma, so only 2 was activated. So once this is done, then we move back, and in this case 1, 2, 3, 4 all are activated, so this ostia is ablated. But during this movement, the temperature of the 4 was not good and the follow-up impedance was not good. So what we did, we rotated the catheter clockwise, and by rotating this catheter clockwise, we would get good impedance, and you just activated only 4. So this was done, we checked, happy, but to find the anomalous right lower renal artery was quite challenging, and almost after 1 hour we could hook with SIM catheter, and with the SIM catheter we came to know that it is arranging anomalously. We took all sorts of things, and this is the SIM catheter. Now the SIM catheter, the beauty is very atraumatic catheter. So you go to the subclavian, make this hairpin bend, then you pull the catheter without wear. So once it comes back, falls back, if you pull, then it enters, and once you pull further, it will enter further. If you push, it will disengage. So this is the SIM catheter. You can see the origin, which was never seen selectively. So once you know, then we tried to exchange with Terumo, but unfortunately it slipped back. And then we decided we'll go for RDC. We tried with Lima, we tried with JR, we tried with other catheters. So only RDC can sit back again. And once the RDC sits there, you do the same thing, you do the angiogram. So it has 2 branches. And in these 2 branches, you have this thing in the parenchyma. So you start here. So once you are happy with the position, you are taking the lower one first, because the upper one is straightforward. We removed the wear, the spiral took its shape. So in this case, initially it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you pull back, and we came to the eye. So this 2 and 1 was deactivated, only 3 and 4 are activated. So once you do that, then you go to the upper one, and then you go to the upper one. So in upper one, we took different views like caudal view. Then we came to the origin of the anomalous, and the same procedure was repeated, and unfortunately we could not have the final angiogram. Sheath was taken out, and patient is fine on the table. His pressure was 160/80 to start with. We have stopped all the antihypertensive, and today it is almost 3rd day. We have done angioplasty on the circumflex artery. Its pressure is 120/80 without any antihypertensives. So again, this is the first case of renal denervation in India. Patient is doing fine. It is an alternative to uncontrolled hypertension, and this patient long-term benefits, we have to wait for Indian data, because Indian may be different one, maybe super responder, non-responder, or mildly responder to this new therapy. Now these renal denervations, same catheter with different design, can be used to treat ventricular tachycardia, atrial fibrillations, hypertensions. CKD is experimental. We are contemplating to give this therapy for pregnancy and people who do not want to take this medicine during the planning of pregnancy. they want to stay away from the antihypertensive drug. Our second project will be on systolic heart failure or a diastolic heart failure, where hypertensive heart failure can be treated with renal denervation. So with this note, I'd like to thank for kind watching. If you have any questions, you can always tweet me, write me, and thank you. Goodbye.